back with Koopo nuts. And a fat cat minion. Thank you, Shadow Derpy. And getting Clemency off screen by Night Fiend somewhere. There, I'm gonna actually. Oh, I'm sitting. All right, no longer sitting. Oh, look, Midgard Summer's on my. It's on my shoulder. All right. Ta-da! Oh my God. Grand Company Chocobo buddies. Oh, you guys have been busy. You guys are gonna lap me. You're gonna get more triple triad cards than me. You're gonna get more mounts than me. Absolutely wild. Also, hello Scotty. Hello Night Fiend. Hello Shadow Derby. In the chat, in the game, wherever. Wrapped up M4s for the weekend. Got the mount. You got the mount. Nice. What is the M4 mount?
M4?
Yeah. Also, I see you're working on the relic weapon, Night Fiend. That is a pain I would not inflict on anyone. But if you're doing it, might as well have fun. Oh, the mono wheel. I've seen that. Yes. It's the twisted metal. Well, not twisted metal. Yeah. Yeah. I got it. Yeah, that thing's pretty sick. Well, anyway, thank you for.
I have not seen a single player with the M4 S mount since it came out.
I was running Fates, while pretending to work and actually doing work, but that's besides the point. And one of the Mega Fates popped, and somebody ran in with that mono wheel.
All right.
So I could confirm it exists in the game. Koopo nuts also exists in the game. Yeah, we got lots of relic weapons going on. Is that the Spear of the Round? Yeah, you guys are kicking ass. It's impressive. I gotta get my game up. Got the Fox Fate pop and got the 15 drops. Nice. Played Wolfenstein's Julio. Yeah. The mono wheel is also in Nightmare Cart, and I think it's in Twisted Metal. Been a hot, burning hot minute since Twisted Metal came out. Yeah, it's pretty sick. We'll get it eventually. Not a big deal. Yeah, the super secret fates and the farming of all that stuff. It's just the levels and levels of time sinks that this game gives you until you realize you've played it forever. It's good stuff. Yes, thanks again for cool things. Actually, don't know if I have the fat cat on my main. Ha! This is the first thing that my okay, let's see. See it? Oh yeah, I definitely. Oh no, yeah, it runs. Thought it was gonna roll for some reason. Yep, Fall Guys is up now. There it's rolling. Yeah, Fall Guys event starts today or next week. 24th?
I have no idea. I could not care less.
I know. It's just like, did you fix the net code, guys? No? Well, gotta be a little wild. I don't know the fat cat for a little bit. The Midgard Summer's gotta come back. Being traded. Dramatic pause. Echoes of Ages Past. What is that? Sunken Temple of Karn theme. What else we got? The Darkhold. The Realm Reborn Orchestrion rules Well, I mean, I suppose at this point you just unsync the the dungeons and run till you get them. It's a weird sort of market churn. Sometimes you'll find one and there'll be like a bajillion of them. Sometimes you'll find them and it'll be like there's like 2 guys and they're 100k. Oh, thank you. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these, but I'll take them. Delicious. Gonna munch them. And when I go to my in room, I'll be able to play songs. Yeah, orchestrion. That's a weird farm compared to triple triad or mount farming or something like that, because most, if not all of them, you can farm sitting in front of the market board. So on one hand, it means that there are certain things that you're like, you know what, I kind of don't want to deal with this. You can just buy your way through it, and you need to get a player for the house. Do you need to have more than one person in a grand company in order to get a grand company house? That sounds right. You can go for, well, there's actually a lot more grand company plots than there are individual plots, but there are plots for just solo people. You can just have your own house. They added more wings, but I mean that probably got soaked up as soon as the new housing market came out. But that was actually probably a good time, because not a lot of people would be in the game, so you'd have less competition. Housing market's rough though. It's a lot better than it used to be though. That's the Dawn Trail pre-order mount. I actually don't have that one. Getting ready for that Minstrel's Ballad Speen. That comes out 7.1, which is sometime in mid-November. I think it's just what people are going to be doing over Thanksgiving break if you're shut-ins. Hell mount is that? Good ones, yeah. Very nice, very nice. You just get all the collector's edition mounts if you buy the digital version? Nice. Innocent Gwyber. Gwybers are some of the sickest mounts. Curl mount. I don't know, I get that one. Probably already have it, forgot. It happens. That is one of the blandest alliance quests or society quests. That one, what the hell is that? You got some funky mounts there, buddy. How do you get a plesiosaur mount? I've not gone down the deep end with mount farming outside of just getting the ones that are.
A what mount? Sorry.
It was like it's like that underwater. It's the underwater like dinosaur one.
Oh, you mean the one from Final Fantasy V?
I'm going to say yes.
You got that from a Stormblood digital deluxe edition, I think.
I bought all the deluxe editions. Okay. That was my instinct, because a lot of mounts are, yep, Sildra from 5. Collector's edition mounts. Okay. There's actually a lot of cash shop mounts, like this one. But the vast majority of them are pretty sick. There's the whale mount, which is a hilarious meta mount. me of cool things. Yeah. 130. Oh yeah. I am all for spoiling yourself on your birthday. Buying this. I don't need a reason. I'm doing it. Can't stop me. Pumpkin cookie's good. It is also something that's nice about this game. All the limited event stuff in other games and most other games, if you're not there for the event, then there's no way to get it. It's just gone. And so you feel dumb and stupid because you weren't playing the game earlier, either because you just didn't know it existed or you're just like, I got stuff going on. This is the same crap that made you stop playing Fall Guys, Ortel. It's the, oh, sorry, season's over, you'll never get this again. I'm like, wow, I was almost interested. 14's just like, nah, give me $5. I can make this work.
Unless it's PvP, and then they don't do that.
Yeah, that's... Still don't know why they've done this to us. The outfit I was tempted to buy off the store for glam purposes, so I couldn't justify the price for the meme. How much is it? He's not going to tell me because I'll buy it for him.
Yeah.
Guys, Tatsu talked about anything that involves money. I'm like, what? What? Money? You want money? Here you go. Tatsu's like, stop it. Can't. Physically can't. Alright, so 2 weeks ago I was playing this video game. We got up to the Churning Mists. We ran through dragon places. $5. Oh my god, dude, we're talking later. We got up through to the upper area here, and we are hoping to go talk to Hraesvelgr about stopping the Dragon Song War before it is real super bad for everybody. And we don't know where Hraesvelgr is, even though it's feels like it should be obvious, but we gotta go get to him, we gotta go summon him. Hraesvelgr is big, he's got shit going on, I get it. And to do that, we're gonna go hang out with the Moogles. The upper Moogles, the Churning Mist Moogles, who have the pink palm, not the red palm. And in order to do that, we need to win their favor, and the way that the Warrior of Light always does, by talking to people, by gathering things off the ground, or by killing things. Sometimes all three. In this case, all three. Let's go over to Mogto. I don't know much about his stone, but I do know Mogwin's been creeping out the back way to Somal Summit from time to time, Kupo. Maybe he left it up there. So we're looking for a rock. For the resident artist who's good with rocks. See that Gabu, by the way. Maestro Mogwin has misplaced his masterpiece, Kupo. Oh, happy day. If I'm the swifter in finding it, I will soon have a genuine Mogwin for the price of a little perspiration. Honestly, who has 4 Kupo nuts just lying about to spend on such luxuries? Mogwin is missing his masterpiece, Kupo. Oh, you mean that paint-smeared mess of a pebble? I've not seen it recently, a fact for which my eyes are profoundly grateful. Don't worry, these are the good Moogles, Shadow Derpy, not the whatever the hell those are. Monstrosities. Alright. We're gonna go tell Mogwin that we talked to people. Well, what did you find out? Rocks outside. Ah, yes. Now that you mentioned it, I do seem to recall leaving my pebble out in the sun to dry. I am. The second part of your trial commences. Go adventure and retrieve my masterpiece before some art-starved admirer swipes the stone for himself. How you doing, Astidian? Bill hates this place. Keep on keeping on. We're to go outside to talk to Astidian after completing the tasks. I always talk to Astidian. This having no chill Astidian is hilarious. Alright, so out here we need to go kill 5 boars, and then we need to go find garbage on the ground. Alright, how did this game work again? This button. This button. And this button. Oh, there's another one. Yeah. So yeah, the counterbalance to Emmett, please. Oh, the Emmett dance, nice. Yeah, the counterbalance to no chill Astidian is maximum chill Astidian, where he gets duped and is just no thoughts, head empty, embodied, which is beautiful and wonderful, and precious in its own way. Oh, it's Cloud's breath. We need it for things. Yeah, Cloud's breath. Just be around these parts. Or around this outer area. Or the inner area. One of the areas. Where's my garbage? Making you climb for these. Gonna get my steps in today, guys. Well, my company's who Chocobo is. Feel like it's a trap. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, it was. It's up there somewhere. Oh man, I thought I found a... No way I found an out of bounds in a heavens word. Possible.
Can you imagine finding an out of bounds this
Like,
late into his expansion?
Completely accidentally.
Although to be fair, I mean, before flying was added to Around Reborn zones, there were out of bounds found. In fact, there was a really famous out of bounds that was found in Limsa Lominsa.
Interesting.
And that was during Endwalker's existence.
Huh.
And it allowed you to get to the upper floor of Limsa while technically being loaded into the lower floor. It was a convoluted mess to actually do that, because you had to get out of bounds, and then you had to stand in a specific spot, and then you had to set yourself in New Game Plus, and then cancel New Game Plus, and the game would reset your Y position to the upper part of Limsa Lominsa.
Does sound confusing.
Yeah, there was a period of time where the entryway into the Limsa halls, just outside, just where all the degens hang out, there would be a bunch of NPCs sitting at the very top that were dancing, and that was how they got up there. But anyway, yeah, out of bounds are kind of all over the place in this game, every so often. I'm surprised there's not going to be one currently somewhere, maybe somebody's not found it yet. There was a Solution 9 funny bug
I remember
involving
hearing the
hitboxes.
jumping. Yep.
Yep. You guys all took so fucking long to get there that it was patched by the time y'all arrived, so I couldn't show anybody.
We're not poop socking the game, bro.
It wasn't even poop sucking. It was like a week, and you still weren't there.
That is actually poop sucking.
Poop. Okay, guys, I beat the game in 4 days. That's poop sucking. There was literally like 8 fights in the game. That's poop sucking.
And about 80 hours of cutscenes.
75 of those were Wookiee map.
Yeah, well. As Val resolved, she needs to have a whole bunch of cutscenes.
Whole bunch of cutscenes let me know just how shit she is.
The same person? No. Second FC request. At least they're sending me whispers instead of just dry firing FC requests.
That would actually annoy me far more. That's how you get on a block list.
Earlier on, the dry fires, like all through Overwhelm Reborn, nobody talked to me. They just said, "Here, join it." Whoop. It's like, no, whoa, don't push. Oh, I see what's going on.
Oh, you found the old chat for everybody to see button.
No.
Quick, guys, go back to time and screenshot the entire chat to see who he was RPing with earlier.
Nobody needs to see me being polite. Can I jump in? Will they let me jump in? Yes! Woo! All damage is for chumps! Oh yes, these are perfect. Now I have the main ingredient for my palm tonic. Speaking of which, how are you feeling? Should you ever feel your palm losing its bounce? And I'm your Mugo, Kupo. Titanium Pugianus. That one. Alright, we're gonna pick this up and we're gonna do it later. Well, I'll do it later. Ever bathed in the waters of the Northeast? Of course not, because a gang of burly Hropkins has been attacking any who goes near them. If you're kind enough to slay a few, yeah. Kill 5 boars. Yeah, I turned the block when I was running alts. I turned the block off. Turned on the block. I also, for one of my alts, I actually joined one of those guilds, just so that I would stop getting spammed invites. And the place was dead as hell. Nobody talked. Just people just entering and leaving all the time. And I eventually left when my character was high enough level. It's such a weird experience. I went in, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be drama. Everybody's gonna be yelling. I'm gonna hear curse words. People are gonna get weird. It was just empty. So, Moogle masterpiece, an ordinary rock awash with extraordinary color. What that color represents, however, you cannot discern from any angle. Yeah, making your own guild is convenient. See what you just pulled? Yeah. You're doing the running down the capital city while they throw garbage at you. Hey, would you like to join a guild? It's like, I'm busy role playing. Go away. And what do you got here? Hard silver rapier. How you doing, Sale? Humble my Dravanian devotees, and wonder you're as capable as I am captivating. Still, my precious perfection does not excuse those louts from pursuing me so mercilessly. Dravanians and their ilk have much to learn about acceptable acts of admiration. And let's see here. Titanium barreled arquebus. All right, trying to await his judgment. Not you. It's Moglin. Too far away. Pass judgment on my trial performance. Here we go, guys. It's Peppino's final judgment. Viola, if that is what you insist on calling yourself, you have completed the trials of trustworthiness administered by the taskmasters Moghand, Mogmug, and Mogwin. Oh, as an actress, you weren't even in Orgrimmar yet. Holy crap. During these grueling tests of character, I closely observed your conduct, as well as that of your companions. And I am decided. Gather your friends before me now, so I need not repeat myself. I gotta go get everybody. Hey, loser. This looks not to grant your aid after working as like pack chocobos. I shall demand compensation and Koopo nuts out of principle. Hope will not come to that. Snooty. Hey, Edgelord. How's the edge? For your trials, Warrior of Light, I myself have been sent on a number of expeditions to chastise the local dragon population. Did not their chieftain wish to avoid inflaming the Dravanians? Such contradictions aside, our hosts seemed entranced by the height of my leap. They compared me to Mog, a lance-wielding Moogle warrior of Eld who also favored such attacks. Did Mog do lance stuff in 6? Oh, couldn't Mog do anything?
I'm not someone to ask that question if that's what you're asking.
Okay. Chat, whoever the hell has played 6. I know Mog is in there. I didn't put him in my party. There's also Go-Go in 6, I think. Mog did have a pike. Okay. Thank you, Scotty. Just meant as a compliment, I expect, but I doubt these furry lumps could outleap a Caracal lamb, much less a dragoon. Conclude your business here swiftly. I like not this place. Hello, Canny Senna. Standing here in Mogholm, my thoughts turn inevitably to the legend of good King Mogomog and his seat in the heavens. Like most, I thought it no more than a myth, a story for younglings that grew with the telling, but every passing moment, I become more certain that we have discovered the origin of the tale. Full eager am I to hear what the chieftain has to say. You all have nature chatties. Oop, look up. Hello, loser. Become as much friends. My Moogle cousins love to sing and dance as much as I do. Chief Lamoglin's finally come to a decision, yes. Yes. Well, I know in 6, weapons... Well, once you get magic, you can just be whatever you want. What sorcery is this? That my heart should stir at mere fluffiness. Love a sail. Yeah, no matter what was it. Alright, come on. She likes cute things, guys. It's funny. You shall be judged. Never have I seen such determined workers. It have taken us moons to complete all those dreary chores and niggling errands. And have our labors proven the purity of our intentions? Canny son of staying diplomatic. Without a doubt. In fact, there was never really all that much doubt to begin with. You are, after all, already friends with a fellow Moogle. Wham, wham. But you see, before any meeting with Hraesvelgr could take place, a certain preparations needed to be made. And what better way to help you pass the time than having you perform all those tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do? Classic Moogle. Settle down, Astidian. Don't kill him. Don't kill him, Astidian. Bring out the horn. I thought this part would take longer, but I'm glad it's not. It's time to get some story, bitches. We blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the Great Worm. We have perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late, so we needed some time for cleaning and polishing and straightening. No lasting harm done, though. Now you need simply head to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west, and give the horn a good toot. When you're dead, you know, blah, 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 blah. Don't go to Hraesvelgr, it'll be fine. If you ever arrive at his lair, come and squandered it of time. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's mad. Chief Jamayu, we thank you for your gracious hospitality, though we must soon take our leave. Pray to blah, 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 blah. Oh my god. Yes, yes, you can come visit. Everybody's happy. We've made friends. Yes. Oh, yeah. Again, no chill Estinian is great. All chill Estinian, also great. Yeah, yeah. In Stormblood, he blows up a cannon for you. And then in Shadowbringers, he goes on his bro force with Gaius. Which, there a couple of parts of the story, I'm like, can we just do this for a while? Alright, Moghan. Nero's top tier. The more I think about it, the more I think Omega is going to be the first side content I do. Solely because of Nero. Also, Omega, which is rad as hell. Thanks for the... It wasn't my idea. If the chieftain had spent a little less time sitting about and all more time chieftaining, things would never have gotten so messy in the first place. But now all the errands are done and the horn is fixed, so all's well that ends well? Yeah, yeah. Alright, let's get out of here. It's Onyx. See what we got to say. Will not be long now. Yeah, yeah. What do you have to say? Yes. No. Oh, Stinian bailed. He's done with this mess. Okay, loser, what do you want? Best of my knowledge, we have all that we need for our trip to Zenith, and I believe the Elder Seeds here and her retinue will soon be making the journey back to Gridania. It'll be remiss of us, I think, not to convey our gratitude to them prior to going our separate ways. Estinian ran off, bro. You probably have to go out and then come back in. Odie, thank you. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, it's us who are thankful. But your presence have won their trust. Da, 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 blah, blah. Everybody's so happy and nice to each other. Yes, we're going to go to Hraesvelgr. Expected more antics, but I think I conflated this with the Moogle Society quests, which is entirely nonsense and good fun. Pray turn closer to your companion, Sarastinian, beneath this stoical facade, a storm of anguish, seeds unseen. I know. All he does is he's just a storm of anguish. Up we go. How's it brooding? Enough talk. He's done. You have anything? Yeah, you're all saying the same thing. Yes, okay, let's go. This is city I can see cocking an MP5 like it's a shoddy. I think Estinian would yell, "This is the ultimate power," about 50 times an hour. Maybe Chaos Control another 50 times an hour. I'm going to explain the shiny instrument we gave you is the best means of grabbing Hraesvelgr's attention. I'll come along and show you the way to Zenith. First things first, need to make our way for Asa and watch out for rampaging dragons. You have an aetherite? You do. Or an ether current, whatever. Yes. Oh, kill 5 boars for me. Oh no, what could be going on the path? Come on, come on. Get him. He lives! Powerful. I do agree with the sentiment of trying to talk to everybody at all times. Ooh, wow. I hope for your sake that you're just running on the ground mount for the fun of it. Because if you have Midgar Sormer, you are very far along in that story. Got him. They're literally actually on the way. Overkill. Yes, this way. So might as well just kill you while I'm here. Bye. Still not the mount button. This mount's this is a funny fate. Bro got eaten. Saw you say something. Say it again. Yeah, never mind. There are some silly fates here. There's always silly fates. It's just that's been a staple since the beginning. Oh, here we go. Beating enemies in the path. Oh.
My mom named me Moss Dragon in Waiting.
Wonder if there's like a moss dragon on the shelf. Just the entire family's moss dragon, but then it's just where they are.
That's the one that's just in the basement playing World of Warcraft.
Yes. Moss dragon under the porch. Hey, I killed 5 boars. I love how it's still early on, so they're just giving you these freebies. Because you haven't quite learned what ether currents are yet. How you doing, Grumpy? Never I believe so much land lay hid above the clouds. Travania's not high. Pensive. Bit bitey for a while there to think we've arrived in one piece. I've always wondered what has a dragon so awfully snappy. I mean, the bad ones are always bad, but they seem worse than usual. Yay, we get to go camping. We have a small problem. When the winds are high like this, Hraesvelgr invariably abandons his lofty perch and heads to the lands below to hunt. If you tried blowing the horn now, I doubt he'd hear it. I suggest we stop at the clearing up ahead and the rest until the wind dies down. Time for the meme! The greatest joke! More like seeing the horse while it's alive. And then it dies and then you beat a dead horse. Oh, Lower Skylord tried the turnaround trip. And it's an amphitheater. Are you doing that? Oh no, look, they're just naturally fighting each other. I actually, the Shadow Derby can answer this. The Fat Cat minion is on the market board. It's also a retainer reward for sending him out on field expeditions. Adventure plate? Adventure plate? Disgusting.
I should state that it is specifically fisher expeditions. You can't get them from the mining or the woodcutting one. It would have to be specifically water.
The winds will likely to die down by tomorrow, but until then we might as well make ourselves comfortable. We must interrupt our journey so close to its end. I suppose this place is as good as any. Whiny bitch. May have a brief respite from the hardships of the road or help to clear our minds and readiness for the coming parley. Leave the gathering of fuel to me. I acquired a keen nose for firewood during my time in the frozen wastes. Yes, like your melon. There are a number of pets, furniture, and cosmetics that you can get from, well, pet minions, housing items that you get from sending them out. It's specifically field expeditions. I'd recommend there's a wiki somewhere that has a list of all of the expeditions ever and then what drops from it, which is what I used to farm out all the stuff I had available to me. See him stroll away as if the ruins are not crawling with deadly beasts. Follow him and see the wildlife does not make a meal of him. Yep. Go babysit the child. No, I can't go forward. Oh. Sadists. What the hell? What have you done to me? Nearly. It's a tree! Not a tree. What the hell is this guy? Oh, they're just having me running around. Okay, fine. I'm gonna run over here, and I'm not gonna get another tree. Probably not. Oh, it's another tree! I got fooled! I guess if we are going after firewood, we go after trees. Get that make sense. Da, da, da. Mummy's a little money. That's Sunken Temple of Karn hard mode. That's not easy to get. Feels right to worry with the boy's safety. Once Alphinaud returns with the wood, we can see about supper. The Ice Queen has filled a pot with what looks like stew ingredients. Not sure. Could be heresy. Nice, you got feasts. It's wood! File logs, we've done it. Oh no, I took my glasses off. Few things compared to the simple pleasure of sitting beside a crackling campfire of one's own making. So speaks the great explorer. Until recently, you wouldn't have recognized firewood if it came with kindling and a flint. Got him. Says, well, you instructed me so patiently then. But yes, left to my own devices, I would have been compelled to signal to assail with a pile of damp leaves. Born the pampered son of a Charlian dignitary, and alongside my twin, became the youngest student ever to be accepted into the studium. Child genius, boy. More on that in Endwalker. How proud I was to match wits with scholars and philosophers. How ignorant of mine own shortcomings. That hubris imbrided manipulation and betrayal led to the downfall of the Scions. We're getting the band back together, don't worry. We all of us are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men lay down their lives, never knowing what it is they fight for, never questioning that which they have taught to believe. It was only meeting Hraesvelgr that I learned the truth hidden within our history. Were it not for the chance encounter, I never have vowed to tear down the Holy See and expunge the falsehoods with which it fans the flames of conflict. I would have lived and died in ignorance. That the truth has driven me to do terrible things I cannot deny, but I would rather sin in the pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous for perpetuating a needless war. This journey has taught me anything. It is the importance and difficulty of holding to one's convictions in the face of failure, striving to always to replace one's ignorance with knowledge. You're well on your way, Master Alphinaud. At your age, I was but a fool swinging a spear with scarcely a thought in my head. Now that I've grown up, not much has changed. Even now, I struggle to acknowledge the misconceptions under which I have labored. Sitting here amongst these grand ruins, how can I deny that man and dragon once lived in peace? For all such an age existed, we are now in a time of war. Nidhogg killed my family, and no quirk of history will exonerate him. I may be ignorant of how the Dragonsong War began, but if we do not put an end to this conflict now, I could say for a certainty that it will only breed more vengeful souls such as mine. Breeding vengeful souls. Yeah, take that, wood. My hand resides the power to vanquish a great worm. If Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding that power, I will slay Nidhogg myself. Orders or no? Sales mad. My word is contingent upon the success of your parley. Show me the strength of your convictions. Convince Hraesvelgr of the righteousness of your cause. Doubt not, but that I shall. Wind's wheeling, we shall have our answers on the morrow. Yeah. Time for a nappy. Oh, what do we got here? Wakey wakey. Up. Whenever you're ready. You must succeed. Trust you are well rested. Got my glasses back on, I can see again. Yes! Time for the lad. Wow, I was looking at less than an hour to get to Hraesvelgr. Again, I thought the Moog stuff was, the Moogle stuff was going to take longer. Here we go. Alright, let's go. Is your chance to climb to the highest floor of the palace and summon him with a toot on that shiny horn. See you, Moog hand. Got to get a water. God, I was reading a bunch. Aetherite. Nearly. It's Natty Dragneel. Guys, Natty. Ed Cannon says Midgar Summer watched his elf daughter and cat daughter cuddle in their sleep. That's cold, isn't it? It's just cold and windy out here. Gotta do something. Memories of Hildebrand. Also memories of the greatest custom deliveries character in existence. Eltol will make me do a crafter on this character, I swear. Mammoth card, nice.
L2 is like the actual best dragon to exist, I think.
I'm not gonna argue that.
I'm trying to think of a dragon in any video game, in any lore, that beats L2, and I can't really think of any.
Just absolute, solid, 100%, pure and flawless and beautiful. Anything funny, loser? Nope. I do enjoy that you'll have the great lines, and then you have things like, so this is the place, because they have to say something. Can't always be bangers. All right, guys, let's get it. Hope you're all ready for some truth. Let's see the toot. So did they teach the Warrior of Light that song, or does the horn just play it itself and you just have to blow? $1 million question.
That it reminds me of like season 2 of Digimon. How did Davis know to say Digiarmor energized to get it to activate when he only just picked it up? That doesn't make any sense.
Whisper in their ear. 7 cards from Castor Meridium in main scenario. If you're running that over and over for tomestones, then yeah, you'll be loaded with Julia and. I think you get. No, I think it's just Julia. I don't think you get the Ultima Weapon card from Ultima Weapon. I think you get it elsewhere. Anyway, Hraesvelgr. Oh no, it's a Durg! It's a Durg! Everybody note he does not have a left eye.
Hraesvelgr.
camera work specifically makes sure that you don't notice it, but you can if you're looking for it. Oh, just daily roulettes. Yeah, fair enough. Thou speaketh the name of a creature that but awaiteth the release of oblivion. He said.
By the 12. Mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
Found this lampshade.
Hraesvelgr, do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed the truth.
5-star cards are typically 1500 MGP. You want those to cash in.
The truth about your past. About Shiva.
Uh-oh. Said the word.
But speak it I must. I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me.
If you go to in the gold saucer, there are triple triad vendors. So you have the ability to buy cards from the triple triad vendors, or you can sell for MGP. This is something that the game does not teach you. You have to figure it out for yourself. If you go to the main area in Gold Saucer, there's like the mini cact pot and then the prizes people. In that circle, there is somebody who sells triple triad cards that you can buy, and then you can sell them back to. You can sell triple triad cards back to that vendor. It's pocket chains in the grand scheme of things, but if you're getting a lot of cards and you're interested in stuff in the gold saucer, then, you know, nickels and dimes do add up. Anyway, Isael's double downing on this Shiva thing.
I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my love? I am Shiva reborn.
Oh, the blackjack dude. I'm actually pretty close to it myself, but it has been a lot of grinding. Fallen Broodbrother is Bahamut. Hraesvelgr is explaining how primals work in a different way. Also, beguiled by the Dark One's lies. That's how old the Ascians are, as if you all needed reminding. Second place on Cactpot, you lucky son of a bitch.
Then the spirit that answered me.
Truth bomb number 1. Sorry, you're dumb.
Be that as it may, Lord Hraesvelgr, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real, and it has borne us this far. We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
Here we go. Looks like a playing card.
Looks a little bit like Wind Waker.
Oh, a little bit of that too. Rip. "12 Knights. Knights of the round."
Your tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve your kind of all responsibility. But tell me, dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
Knights of the round, also the biggest increase in playtime in 7. Unskippable summons, why?
I mean, there is technically a way to skip Knights of the Round,
How do you skip it?
but that's a, it's to do with a Vincent specific weapon, and having Vincent use Mug, and it skips the next animation that's going to play. So if you just have the weapon, I think it may be death penalty. I can't remember what weapon it is, but it's specifically with Vincent. You get him to use Mug, and then whatever's playing next will just skip the entire thing and deal all the damage. So that's how you can skip Knights of the Round.
Lunatics really have everything figured out.
Ishgard's so-called heretics.
This is a detail that I had forgotten and sort of bothered me. But why can people turn into dragons if you're a heretic? And the answer is that they're all using the same blood.
Then the seed lies within us.
Ye gods, I have borne witness to such a transformation. Looked on as a heretic assumed the shape of a dragon. I imagined it some manner of Dravanian enchantment. But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain.
Not so loudly, Alphinaud. The middle finger.
Oft have I wondered why Nidhogg did not simply raze Ishgard to the ground. Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragonsong War, for it is no war at all, but vengeance, an eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Oh man, she's lost it. Thanks for dropping by. How you feeling, Azale? What false god is this Shiva? What matter of phantom have I welcomed into my heart? How you doing? As predicted, Iceheart's faith in the worm was misplaced, which leaves us with one recourse. You know I have the right of it. Stinny's just like, oh good, I get to kill him. Hraesvelgr was every bit as awe-inspiring as I imagined. His voice fairly dripped with power, the will behind his words so undeniable that it transcended my ignorance of the dragon's tongue. 'Tis but a pity I misliked what he said. I'm sorry, Alphinaud. You didn't like it. We can get him back here. He can say something better. So far did we travel, even under the very heavens themselves, only to be dismissed like unruly children. Far from mitigating its humiliation, the hidden truths we have learned serve only to prove that our grand mission of peace was destined to fail from the first. Nothing will deter Nidhogg from his course. Ooh, pants. Let's do a dungeon. Let's do. Actually, wait a minute. You have to do stuff before that.
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
What is there to be found in the east?
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
Oh wait, I need a mana cutter first.
You cannot still mean to slay him.
Oh shit.
You cannot still mean to stop me. I have been true to my word and aided you in this fool's errand with Hraesvelgr. But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, and for that, Nidhogg must die.
With the tale of our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
Nay, lady. I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
A moment, Estinian. You yourself spoke of the Great Worm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him? Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
I have an
In
eyeball.
close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And if the tales are true, the Warrior of Light has bested many an invincible foe.
Nidhogg trial is sick. It's gonna be a while till we get there, but
But such speculation is meaningless if we cannot even find the worm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
The story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
that works,
Such
Alphinaud.
is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
Ah! Foreshadowing! Anyway.
That I should be blinded by my own lies. Everything I believed, everything I thought I was, gone. All gone.
Yeah, if you run this stuff as Dragoon, you'll likely get a couple of different lines out of Estinian here and there. Shiva Trial is barely anything. You will get some fun
Leave her.
cleaves.
Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
Just got dunked by Hraesvelgr. Hashtag deal with it. That whole cutscene was just to get a quest. How you doing? Still saying that.
Alrighty. I am going to disappear for a bit.
All right.
Have fun with the video game.
I like this video game. Where do they want
Oh.
us to go? Down there.
That's gross. Who likes this game?
I know it's cringe.
Such a weeb anime game, man. Should come play RuneScape.
Normal or old school? Can you even play regular RuneScape anymore? You know what I mean.
That's a hell of a question. What do you mean by regular RuneScape? What is that? What exactly do you mean by
Isn't
that?
old school RuneScape like a remaster or something that's meant to work on everything?
Old school RuneScape is built from a build from 2007 and is essentially branched off as if it's his own separate timeline from the main RuneScape story. So it has its own lore and quests and whatnot, but it plays like the old school days.
Okay.
You know, before they introduced the evolution of combat, which basically tried to turn it into World of Warcraft and killed the game outright because nobody liked it. Well, when you see regular RuneScape,
I had thought that old school RuneScape was sort of a people still like playing RuneScape, but RuneScape was just decayed. And so they're like, here, old school RuneScape. Now this will work on modern machines.
no.
Or that current RuneScape did like the MapleStory thing. And they're like, I just want to play MapleStory the way it was.
Yeah, the changes to RuneScape were so significant that Alright, fine, I'll stop talking about it then. Sorry, chat. I'll just shut up. I'm gonna disappear. We're not gonna finish this conversation.
Ah, damn it. So dropping frames for some reason that concerns me.
Wait, are you? I didn't see on the stream unless you are.
It got choppy. I think it's better now. But
anyway, I'll do the stream a favor and fuck off. I'll be back in a bit.
Fine. Well, today I learned that old school RuneScape isn't just a remake. It's a whole thing. I knew that there were separate applications because you could play RuneScape or you could play old school RuneScape. But I just figured that either RuneScape was busted mess or something happened that caused the split. And nobody did the old one. Probably even more to it that I'm not gonna know. Stream's fine now. So do want to drop frames. Slap my modem again. Slap my hand's getting tired. Like WoW brands after Classic. Okay. Another Moss Dragon in waiting. Was that one a former elf? Wait, where am I? You want me to go up or down? Up. So then down here is the other quest? Yeah, the bathing quest, okay. No, not Fuka. Giga Chadley, settle down. Also, bless his roundness. I made a friend. Anybody else there? Yeah. I looked on the mini map and there's still an icon after me. I'm like, eh. Got a third one. That's why they go down so quickly. Because there's 3 of them. A lot more money. I was still on the other side of the fence when Classic WoW came out. I had fun with it, but a lot of the fun I had was because I'd never experienced WoW back in the day. So there was a lot of like sort of opening up a time capsule aspects of it that were fun. Also, I was hanging with the guys. I always have fun with the guys. I think when they did, there was like a split. I remember when BC came out. That there was regular classic in BC and you had to like choose where your character went. And then I think they did Lich King and they were talking about Kata and Mists and basically just making every single expansion their own game. I did not know that person in the Shadow Wolf. It was somebody else who had the mount, so I danced in front of them. For funsies. Excuse you. Call this warrior light assisted suicide. Anyway, Moon Eye and Moogle. Kill 5 boars for me. Perfect. Oh, kill 5 boars is here? Literally here if we kill 5 boars? I could do that. We probably have to hand in the quest here, so I'm just gonna do a quick tutorial. There it is. Got him. Just a quick spot of murder on my way to the quest. They've all been kill 5 boars. This is a door that gets opened up when we do Moogle quests. It gets all nice and pretty. Hang on. No, not yet. Stand!
Is that it?
It's the next dungeon.
Aye, that would be the Eyrie. I feel Nidhogg's presence through the eye, his caustic hatred gnawing at my soul. 'Twould seem the death of his consort has put him on guard. Mark how he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
Tempestuous winds. Estinian actually doesn't know what that word means. He just tries to use it in the same context he heard it.
A similar barrier once barred our entrance to the primal Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which it could be penetrated.
Said the magic
Mayhap
word.
it is time we
Penetrated.
look at Master Garland. It will be just like the good old days, no?
Stoic nod. There it is. We're gonna get a new mount, guys. Level 17 zombie attacked you? Which capstone quest was that? Force of sufficient power to break through Primal's defenses might conceivably grant us access to the Eyrie, and I can offer no better solution. Pray consult this engineer friend of yours. Very well, on the condition that you swear not to lure Nidhogg from his lair in our absence. And steal all the glory for myself, you mean? Nay, I'm not so selfish as that. Contact me by Link Pearl when your preparations are complete, and we shall set forth from Eastgard together. Suggest we rendezvous back at St. Retien's Forum. From what I gleaned of the Holy Sea's decidedly ambitious airship project, Sid would still be in Ishgard. What are you doing? Alright. Back to Foundation. Ooh. Wait a minute. What plus quests are in here? That's Machinist. Are you just to do leave quests? You're just to do leave quests. Hey, would you like a gun? You last saw Master Garland. He was advising the Asgardians on their ailing airship, correct? In that case, he might still be at Camp Cloudtop. Failing that, we should try the airship landing or mayhap even the Skysteel manufactory, but let's not waste time searching aimlessly. Someone in the city knows where to find him. The question is who? Sir Aymeric would seem to be the obvious choice, but there's no guaranteeing he'll be able to grant us an audience at a short notice. Count Edmont's youngest son prides himself on knowing all of the Holy Sea's juiciest rumors. Let's return to the manor and see if Lord Ememelian is about. Ah! Daggers into my heart. We got out here today. Reaper? Cat girl. Let's go inside. Enter Fort Top Manor. Hello, Honorite. How's your babysitting going? No. Come on. You. The hero returns. How goes the fight, old girl? Well, I trust. In search of a Sid Garland, you say? Then say no more. The taverns are full of talk, and the name of said silver-haired genius has cropped up more than often than most. Our hero has been tasked with getting that monstrous airship the Holy See commissioned to actually fly. It would seem the project has been plagued with mishaps from the first. In any case, Garland Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing, and I'll wager their master does too. Go. To thine airship landing. Have anything else to say, kid? Yeah. Really, the three Durandare brothers is a pretty textbook example of fuck, marry, kill. The airship landing. That one. Pegs and wedge! How you doing? If it comes under attack, we'll have to get out of the city pretty sharpish. There are dragons coming? Said! This oven mitt still. I'll fare you both not terribly well, judging by your faces. Greetings, Master Garland. I'm sure it will come as a little surprise when I tell you we have need of a favor. And we're going to talk about the Eyrie. The shock. Feel bad for that ice cream. Another wind barrier, and you say it was conjured by Nidhogg. Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. The Travanians would fly rings around her. If they took it into their heads to incinerate the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them. Must be something we can do. The Indian stands vigil at the edge of churning mist, but we do not know how much longer. All right. I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller butt. Biggs Wedge, it's time we gave that new toy of yours a proper field test. Thumbs up. 5-second rule. Probably best if I let the lad show you. Come on, the manufactory's not far. These ducks are just going to town. Which one's this? Ah! That one. Hang on a moment. Hello, yonder Iscardian citizen. Witnessing a spectacle like that, everyday life seems rather dull in comparison. Fuck you on about. You didn't see the trial earlier. You're lost. Fury take me. The way that heretic swung that slab of iron he called a sword was a sight to behold. You could have carried a shield if you wanted to, but the blade was so big. Had to keep 2 hands on it at all times, like it's a 2-handed weapon. I was amazed he managed to keep up with that temple knife for as long as he did. Fought like a demon from the deepest pits of the 7th hell, bellowing threats and working his arts. His dark arts. Wasn't sure he'd be making it first, and I heard someone say he must be a dark knight. You didn't hear that from me. In fact, I'm sure I don't know anything about it. Press the man for details. You fucking cough it up. You mad? You're standing outside the bloody tribunal. Fine. Keep quiet and listen well, because I'm only going to say this once. As I was saying, that heretic was fighting like a man possessed. Even after he took several wounds, he showed no sign of pain. There was no mistaking the blood. As the fight wore on, it began to soak through his armor, spreading to every ilm of his body. But when it began to rise and envelop him as a mist, I realized it wasn't his blood, but something dark and twisted. The righteous are not so easily cowed. Haloni be praised. I screamed myself hoarse when that temple knight slipped past his guard and ran him through. Good riddance, I say. Man was not meant to wield such arts. Yet I wonder, was he truly one of those? Well, matters not. I heard the temple knights talking of dumping his corpse in the broom. By sunrise, it'll be stripped bare and tossed over the walls. It'll be as though he never was, and as though we never had this conversation. I'm just going to spawn him, and then I'm going to leave him there. So that I can always know that, well... Correction. I'm going to spawn her, and I'm going to make sure that she is always standing there for my own comfort. Oh, God bless. It's the real one. That's good enough for me for now. Anyway. Bro sheathed right into my camera. Like, what's going on here? Proper Dark Knight armor. Very nice. Little projects that's inside. Oh, you're going to like this one.
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit, and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them.
After MSQ, yeah, I'll probably do Dark
They
Knight.
adapted the principles samples of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution.
Machinist is really, really fun. Machinist might be my favorite DPS. I typically will.
I'm upset that I didn't think of it myself.
I will typically default to Machinist when I'm doing weekly quests or just hanging out and stuff like that. Discord, what the fuck? Discord, I will slap you. Keeps doing this. I don't know why. Just slap it upside the head because it stops doing the jumpy thing. Whatever.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
Some of the Machinist outfits are also really slick. But you get a lot of good aiming choices in terms of outfits. So
The energy conversion ratio is bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off. If you'll forgive the pun.
Genius says the high APM gameplay without being bogged down by much complexity. Yeah. Yeah, Machinist is a lot of it's just knowing priorities of things, and then you just hit flow, and then it feels really good. It's also a really good way of practicing openings because it's not, you don't have to like double weave like a bunch of other classes, like all of them. Yeah, but the 600 potency is probably why I do a lot of just running around. Like when I'm doing Wondrous Tales or if I'm doing Marks or something like that, I'll be on a Machinist. You can shoot them from range. You get your 2 reloads and 1, 2, 3, 4 600 potency just go away buttons in your pockets every minute. So if you just need something dead and you need it done quick, it's Machinist is a pretty good way to go about it. And Peloton, there's a lot of good in Machinist. You can also do, well, Dancer, late game Dancer gets a bit bursty, which is weird, but you do have to do a bit of dancing, but it's still range DPS. Bard is an exception when it comes to the range DPS. You have to wait for your burst. So if you just want to do content really quick, Bard's not going to help you. Tataru. We're here to extend the plot so we can get a mana cutter.
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace the Sultana.
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the mana cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds. You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Raubahn and the Sultana whatever help they need.
Sultana. Okay, yeah. So we'll be on a little side questy with the resty. I do enjoy Bard. I enjoy all range DPS. I think it's my favorite role. Range physical DPS. Though magical DPS is also really, really fun. I really turned a corner. It was playing Bard on controller that everything made sense on the Bard. And then from there on, like, even though I play it on conventionally nowadays, like that feeling of it clicking and knowing how everything looks is like stuck with me. I'm like, yeah, Bard's good now. It is still a complicated mess, and it still would greatly benefit from a rework, but I just like, I understand it now. I know what you are, Bard. You're passable. Oh, look at Raubahn mugging. General Raubahn says he may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts, and he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands. Pray return to the Waking Sands! Pressing the Wizard's plight may be our presence here will not serve to hasten the Manda Cutter's completion. Let us return to the troubled lands of Thanalana. Jotaro, we have our friends at the congregation send a message to Estinian. Tell them we have identified a solution to our problem, that it will take some time to prepare. Pray return, guys. I thought I would never get a use out of these again. But it's, nope, not that. It's time. Ah. Beautiful. I pray returned. God, there's a lot going on here. Ali Tali. Memories rekindled. Now I'm confused. Oh my God. Got a lot. That is Aurum Vale. That's Sunken Temper of Karn Hard. That's Holly Tolly Hard. I think that's the quest line that gets you started on the Zodiac weapon. Are you gonna tell me what the quest is? Memory 2. What's up? Oh, New Game Plus. Huh. It's not even a quest. Oh, very well. Pretty sure I've talked to you before. Yes. Hello there, Vork Sidehorn. You, Gary, yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Badass
No
himself.
thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
What's up, Pippin?
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady in waiting, Muriel. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
Get him, Ugiri. Don't need my permission.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar.
Raubahn could do a Barrett turn, but he knows that he's cool enough that he didn't really need the arm anyway.
Place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetrists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, warrior of light? Will you lend me yours?
Stoic nod. Boom!
Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends, for Nanamo, and for Uldar!
Everybody's nodding. We're all nodding. Thank you for having the cat nod in chat. Shadow Derpy. Need to say loser. One had chosen to entrap the Sultana in a death-like sleep rather than slay her, then one must surely also know a means to rouse her from said state. It must be an antidote to this poisson. What do you got? Oh, what do you got to say? Raubahn's recovery has been nothing short of miraculous, but I should not be surprised. By his scars, I gather he's survived many terrible wounds. How you doing? Thank the gods you're alright. 'Twas a mighty struggle from what I've heard, but that I could have fought by your side. Garenvold. Waiting in the wings till Stormblood. Hard mode for all of the A Realm Reborn trials. Or extremes, actually. Alright, Ugiri. The badass herself. Our target is Marielle, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting, a woman of Midlander heritage. I am told the two of you have met. Our sources indicate she's left the palace shortly after the incident and quietly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar. I suggest we begin by questioning the Marcus residents and confirm that Marielle is still in hiding there. Silver Bazaar has its own storyline, guys. Quest there, learn of their people. It is, yeah, let's say, I think it's here. You. That's the goblet quests. Alright, yep. Flying their fastest. Woo! We can fly again! Well, sort of. Soaring through the skies. Feels good. Feels good after being on the ground. Wind in my mount's hair. Hello, Danielle. Muriel, she's here. Left the city for good, she says. Barely leaves her house, though, huh? The one closest to the market entrance. Just selling her out. It's Kiki-Poo. Brings you to our lonely little hamlet. I believe the arrival of your entourage just about doubled our population. Looking for Mariel, you say? If you're hoping to lure her back to Uldar, you may as well give up now. The girl's done with city life. I've been here, got to say. Suppose it was too much to ask that we stumble about her buying fruit in the market square. It's doolala. How are you doing here, girl? Let's all gather the players together. This has gone on long enough. Oh, yeah. I'll pop a shot. Oh, time to place apart. You giddy. What do you guys say? Target is Mariel, Sultana's former lady in waiting. Yeah. Do I know of any returning residents? Gods, don't tell me they're starting to come back. Masters will not be pleased to hear of this. Powerful monocle. Hello.
You are Meriel, the Sultana's former lady in waiting?
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me.
To get sold out by our own dialogue card. I think you're not leaving.
General Alden.
Mob her in her own house.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Listen.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Lolorito, guys!
Lolorito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega. When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn. A new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. 'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Mariel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison.
I love that line. Would profit me little to destabilize our government. Meaning, not that he can't, but he's not going to get any money out of it, so why bother? Lolorito is just like the great bastard of this game. The archetypal evil potato, and I love him.
You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan. I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
Oh, I got a grin.
You conniving little worm. You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve.
Sure did.
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine.
Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Brave's initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution.
More pizza tower in chat. Beautiful.
Ah, Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire.
That can't be important.
Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed.
Bro, the balls on this guy.
Alas, Ilberd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended. Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive, and preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
Sequences like these, and yet somehow people don't understand one of the major underlying themes of this game is very much anti-monetarist. Yeah, look at this prick. Oh, I was so conflicted when I met Hancock in Stormblood. Because of him. Because of this bastard right here.
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teledji Adeledji without trial? Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law.
Warrior of Light is just like, damn. They're going at it.
If you would, Lord Lolorito?
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find Her Grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Oh yeah, Ishgard's full of this a similar theme of power and corruption and betrayal. Oh yes, also yeah, we our profession is god killing. Got a deep number in our back pocket of dead gods.
Raubahn Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo ul Namo. and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
Fixed it. It's fixed. She just leaves. Don't need this house anymore. Dibs. It's mine now. It's not a real bed. Hang on a minute. It doesn't count as a bed! Hacks! Please tell me it's a real chair. Okay, there's at least some real furniture in this damn place. Probably gonna leave the area for next week at this time. Perhaps the same could be said of all religions. How's that dump on you, little Geary? You had killed the ones you served. Kind of an old poem. At the 12, I feared Lord Elrito's arrival would herald another bloodbath. Little did I suspect that he, of all people, would gift us the means to rouse the Sultana. Alright. Shall we make our way? I imagine Bartholomew has been instructed. Yay, we're absolved! We're no longer fugitives! Yeah!
So Raubahn's back in place then?
Yes. We're
That stuff's being sorted.
We're about to go wake up the Sultana.
Right, cool beans. So in 2012, RuneScape introduced the evolution of combat into the game. And it was around that time that people quit the game en masse. And I mean by the millions. And they had no idea what they were going to do to fix the situation. So they ran a poll. And if there were 50,000 votes to bring back old school RuneScape servers back to the way the gameplay used to be, they would do it. And then nearly 500,000 votes later, it passed. And the old version of the game came back and is currently thriving way more than the main game.
Interesting. Just gonna pick this up and put it in my back pocket. Interested in investigating some queer rumors. Have you ever heard of a man named Hildebrand? Have you heard of Hildebrand before? Yes. I didn't mean to say you knew the bugger. Thought he himself famous, but I think it don't make it true. He meant to go get himself all that nonsense about stopping Dalamud himself. Nashu, Hildebrand's assistant, the inspector in her own right. She's investing in queer rumors. There we go. That's gonna be a long ass thing. Hey there, you piece of shit. You shouldn't be here if they do, they'll arrest you like they did the others. Like, I didn't see you, alright? If you know what's good for you, put 100 malms into yourself and it'll, almost done being reinstated. Gonna do something? Gonna do something? Nah. Let's just go. Gonna miss mean mugging the Crystal Braves. No, don't do it. Don't take paladin quests. Ah, it's too late. Hello, Bartholomew again. Yeah, cutscene. Billionaire. Just napping. Is it like a money dancing game?
I was having the longest dream.
'Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands.
All just sitting and waiting.
Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she is none the worse for her slumber.
Happy. Happy nod.
I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Oh, wait, I have it. The Agrias, yes, well. 'Twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
Oh, Lolorito knew when and where to tell people about this. And it was right now when they were talking about de-sultanaing the Sultana.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle. My lords and ladies, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teledji Adeledji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
Grumpy. I was happy, now I'm mad. Cause the Empire's back.
'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order.
Also, I
but
realized
the
something.
worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same.
Uh-oh. The boy's thinking.
I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves. Among the recruits, there were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely.
Warrior of Light's just like, oh no! You lost your little toys!
Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified Grand Company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low. I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption.
He's learning.
As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more. The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me.
Oh, it's a cute cat in a box.
And I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphinaud, proud member of the Scions.
Oh! I forget which ship Shiva blows up. It might be. Shiva definitely gets into a tussle in As's Law, and then takes a fall.
Oh yeah, she trips, doesn't she?
She trips. He has a stumble. I blush to speak of mine inner turmoil, but the fact remains there's no woman alive in whom I would rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath the pall of my despair. 65! Hey! Oh, off to the Rising Stones. I guess we're gonna go to all the old places. Still no word from Master Garland. I hope his mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion. In the meantime, let's go to our old stomping grounds. Hello, you, Geary. Assured that her grace will make a full recovery. Old two shall flourish once more. General Raubahn and his colleagues have managed well in hand. Lady Geary, a question if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones? Ah, yes, of course. You'll be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit Braves abandoned Revenant's Toll when they learned of Captain Ilberd's defeat. The only blue uniforms seem to be there. The only blue uniforms to be seen there now are those worn by soldiers loyal to you. Grateful to hear at least some of their members are true to their oaths. Ere before to Isgard, I must go to the Rising Stones and thank these stalwarts for their service. Let's go. Go say hi to our pack of dudes. Ooh. $57, get him. The name's Sergeant. Ooh. Put a work into it. Na, 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 na. Another host of exclamation points. Oh yeah. A comparable mine's hard, I believe. I don't know what that one is. Hullbreaker Isle. Sastasha hard. Hockey Manor hard. Stone Vigil? No. Hard mode. Ah. And the Wandering Minstrel. Order up. Oh, never mind. Just go to the Rising Stones. We are reaching the point that I would hope to see them. Now they're out of Realm Reborn. Commander, you're alive. Viola 2, I knew you'd scrape through. Splendid Crystal Braves, I've wronged you, all of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. You'll not hear us complaining. 'Twas a slight message than everybody expected, but we still was fighting for the freedom of all, just like we swore. Ain't that right? Yeah. Humble me. I'm truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It's with the most profound regret, then, that I must. It's enough of that. We knew you have a mind to say, and we ain't having none of it. Talked it over, you see, and we all agreed. You could take your uniforms and strip us of our ranks, but we won't be no less of a company. But that Crystal Braves. Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals upon which the company was founded live on. They bind us to each other and to you. Commander, Alphinaud. Our minds are made up, so you might as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you find Minfilia and the others. Hell yeah! I don't know what to say. Say yes, bitch! Ooh, Endwalker reference. How you feeling? You're blessed to have witnessed such a display of camaraderie. How you feeling? Join the Crystal Braves in the hope of following in your footsteps, and I do not regret the decision, not even for a moment. I would have regretted it a little. We scrutinize the Scions records. They should provide us with likely locations to which the missing Archons might have fled. Put your mind at ease, for it is work that such as this that we have been trained. First things first, we must needs put the Rising Stones in order. We cannot have the Archons return to find their headquarters and such a shambles. Sent Shinobi to spy upon the brass blades, and it would seem that Ida and Papalymo's resistance accounted for a sizable number of the company's soldiers. All we know for certain, however, is that our friends' corpses were not found amongst the bodies they left behind. Ida and Papalymo just wrecking face. Did you expect anything else? I don't know if you know, but during the goddamn feast, Flamen got ambushed by some 3rd unit curs over in Limsa. I'm told she danced free of their noose, however. Ain't heard nothing since, but my guess is he's lying low somewhere in the port. We'll find the missing Scions, I promise you, yes. No turn left unstoned. Grandfather used to say that one could measure a man by the constancy of his comrades. Mayhap I am the exception which proves the rule. Hey, do not protest. I know I am not worthy of their loyalty. But as Thalic is my witness, I shall do everything in my power to earn it. Seek a future plans with the remaining Braves. Any information we uncover on the missing Scions will need to be shared with our allies across the realm, specifically Urianger and the Waking Sands and Tataru and Iskar. While we're organizing our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garland to the manufactory. I'll join you in Iskar as soon as I am able. Oh, to the Steel Manufactory. Yeah. We got the winded emote. That one's expensive. This way. Ow. It's Jerivian. Oh, no, not you. Crap. Nope. Not doing guns. I mispronounce like every other word. I do it because reading a sheer mass of text like this is kind of maddening. So I do nonsense to keep my brain busy. Viola, how in the seven hells do you do it? I was just about to send for you. We have but this moment completed the Manicutter's first successful test flight. Woo! A few minor adjustments and she'll be ready to go. While we see for the finishing touches, you might want to pay a visit to Fort Tolt Manor. Stiny was looking for me. Moon lift, yes! Yes, the moon lift! Stinian, where you at? Oh, he's inside. I feel represented. Blessed day. Stinian! Fulfilled your obligations to the Eldons, then Mr. Tataru has been keeping me appraised of the situation. Once I learned that these mana cutters of Master Garlands were nearing completion, I saw no reason to tarry in the mists. For the present, Nidhogg seems content to remain in the area, plotting his revenge. Might not this be an apt moment to unfold our plans to Sir Aymeric? I think we may have kept him in the dark long enough. Oh, we gotta go. Oh. Could've just mapped me there, bruh. It's fine, let's go to Sir Aymeric. We'll get a tingle seeing the both of us together. That's not the Forgotten Knight. Dramatic camera angles. What we got today? It's French roast! The White Mage! Up we go. How you punks doing? We're back! We're gonna go kill somebody.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
Ah, the moment has come then.
Oh, he's back.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the mana cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
Oh, I guess Aymeric knows what we're up to. That's convenient.
The area is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point. Were it not for Master Alphinaud's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isard taught us much.
A lot of heresy in that word.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
Oh, Estinian info dumped him.
It is true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
It was fine.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiaman, and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus you believe an assault upon the area represents the city's best chance of survival?
Eyeball.
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
Give him a nod. Nope, no need for a nod.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Lord Commander, no.
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital.
Part of me wonders if Aymeric just goes through the motions knowing that every single person in the room is going to tell him to sit back down just so that he could say that he could.
Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander.
Stinian blunt, but you are making the points.
What? You too, Master Alphinaud? By the Fury. You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
Oh, he's pouting. He's pouting!
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Well, my friend, it would seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers, and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
Now we get the nod. Oh, no, contemplative. Now we're nodding. We have to think about it. Oh, when they poop me out. I've pricked Master Alphinaud's pride, I fear, but had I been less forceful, the boy would have insisted on accompanying us to the Eyrie. Do not think me blind to his talent. With a few more campaigns under his belt, I have no doubt Master Alphinaud will make a fine field commander. One does not practice on an adversary such as Nidhogg. We shall be hard-pressed enough without the added worry of carrying a novice. There it is. We've tarried long enough. Let us call upon Master Garland and take possession of the mana cutter. Hello. Ooh, samurai outfit. All the samurai outfits are pretty sick. All right, actually, well, we know how this is gonna go. I'm gonna go to Sid, and he's be like, here, have these mana cutters, and then we're gonna go and do the Eyrie and fight Nidhogg, and then we're gonna come back and see more stuff. So this is as good a place as I need to put a pin in it. Bah. And I'm gonna push this button. All right, thanks everybody for coming along. Good to be back. Push the MSQ along. We will be back Saturday with more Silent Hill 2 remakes. And back to doing this on Wednesdays, likely. Alrighty. Thank you also for the stuff. Shadow Derpy and Night Fiend. And I will catch all of you the next time I see all of you, or any of you.